Good evening. Today, the United States informed us they will be imposing 25% tariffs on Canadian exports to the United States and 10% on Canadian energy. A decision that, should they elect to proceed with, should take effect on Tuesday, February 4th. Tonight, first, I want to speak directly to Americans, our closest friends and neighbors. This is a choice that, yes, will harm Canadians, but beyond that, it will have real consequences for you, the American people. As I have consistently said, tariffs against Canada will put your jobs at risk, potentially shutting down American auto assembly plants and other manufacturing facilities. They will raise costs for you, including food at the grocery stores and gas at the pump. They will impede your access to an affordable supply of vital goods crucial for U.S. security, such as nickel, potash, uranium, steel, and aluminum.
So this is the news that I woke up to this morning. At least, Canada is fighting back, because we have to fight back, right? But I still want to see like a little more fire in the belly of our leaders. We cannot just sit down and take those. We cannot just sit down and like be bullied around. We cannot sit down and for all the years of trade, the years of good relations that we've had with America. We cannot take this. Guys, should be a wake-up call to the world. This should be a wake-up call to like Canada and the rest of the world. America wants to isolate herself. Fine, go ahead. Let's see how you do standing all alone. Because the rest of the world have to come together now and realize who you are. That you are no longer reliable. That you can no longer be trusted. And start looking elsewhere. You have never been a good partner. What you have done, you have used your military might and your economic power. And your economic power have waned in the last few years. You are no longer the top dog. You have a rival. You have China. You cannot compete with China. So you are searching for relevance. You are no longer relevant, but you are trying to hold on to the little bit of relevance that you had. But the world is seeing you now as no longer attractive. So the rest of the world has to rally and isolate you.
They will violate the free trade agreement that the President and I, along with our Mexican partner, negotiated and signed a few years ago. But it doesn't have to be this way.
When Donald Trump was in power before, yes, and Donald Trump was talking about this he was talking about like tariffs from then, right? Because he wanted to renegotiate NAFTA between Canada, America, and Mexico. They got together. So the trade policies that are on the books right now between Canada, Mexico, and America was negotiated when Donald Trump was in office before. Donald Trump came in office right now and violated those same trade policies that he signed with all the like North American countries. America, you depend on, you can be big and you can do whatever, yeah? But you still need partners. Nickel, you need from Canada. How many countries in the world produce nickel? Potash, you need. It's an ingredient in manufacturing fertilizer. Right? We have 40% of potash in the entire world. It's one of the few places that you can get it. And why get it from us? Because we are stable, we are secure. Most of the other places that has it don't have stable governments. Right? Your refinery in America is is fitted to refine oil coming from like Canada. The only other place that produces the same quality of oil that your refineries are fitted to refine is Venezuela. You don't have good relationships with Venezuela. You've gone wrong and you've destroyed all those relationships. We have to fight back. You have to fight back. But if you think that you can, if you think that you're so big and you're so powerful and you can do it all on your own, go ahead. Because no one can stand alone. But what you will do, you will find yourself standing alone. You will find yourself on an island by yourself because you have destroyed all relationships. You have exposed yourself. So the world is seeing you for who you really are, for who you really is. Yeah, are. But you get the gist. We are seeing you in your true form.
Have to be this way. As President John F. Kennedy said many years ago, geography has made us neighbors, history has made us friends, economics has made us partners, and necessity has made us allies. That rang true for many decades prior to President Kennedy's time in office, and in the decades since.
Geography made us neighbors. History made us friends. Those were the words of like John F. Kennedy, yes? It's a different time now. And we've always shared that relationship. We've always shared that closeness from time. We have been inseparable. You understand? History made us friends, our history. When you look at what happened in the War of 1812 between the like British and America in the new colonies, after that war, we became close friends. Although Canada remained a British colony, we always had that special bond. You look at so many countries that are borders, yeah, and they fight in wars with each other. Look at this, like Pakistan and India. Example, they don't have this good relationship that we share. They are at war with each other. Their border is secure. We have an unsecure border with America, the northern border. Come on, my friend, we fought alongside you in every war that you have gone into. We have been there. We have died because we entered war that you, I can say, lured us into. We don't start wars. We don't antagonize anybody. We don't get at anybody's nerves. You do. And then when you do, we rally by your side because we have been allies. We have been friends. We are neighbors. We share economic values. We share similar values. And this is how you want to turn around and spit in our face. What you have, what we import from you, we can get it elsewhere. Yeah, we can get it from China, very attractive. We can get it from, and you know, most of the goods that you buy from us, yeah, we don't get market value for our goods. If our goods were to go on the open market, so one can argue that free trade has not really benefited Canada that much. Because if our goods are on the open market, we will get market value for our goods. But because of the relationship that we share with you, you get goods from like Canada at really cheap value. Go out on the open market and find your goods, pay market value for your goods.
From the beaches of Normandy to the mountains of the Korean Peninsula, from the fields of Flanders to the streets of Kandahar, we have fought and died alongside you. During your darkest hours, During the Iranian hostage crisis, those 444 days we worked around the clock from our embassy to get your innocent compatriots home. During the summer of 2005, when Hurricane Katrina ravaged your great city of New Orleans, or mere weeks ago, when we sent water bombers to tackle the wildfires in California. During the day the world stood still, September 11th, 2001, when we provided refuge to stranded passengers and planes, we were always there, standing with you, grieving with you, the American people. Together, we've built the most successful economic, military, and security partnership the world has ever seen. A relationship that has been the envy of the world. Yes, we've had our differences in the past, but we've always found a way to get past them. As I've said before, if President Trump wants to usher in a new golden age for the United States, the better path is to partner with Canada, not to punish us.
We've always, my glasses is falling, guys. I need to get new glasses. We've always stood by you as good friends and good neighbors should be. As our Prime Minister says, during your darkest hours, we've always been there. He names them just to show you how ungrateful you are. Sometimes, you have to call out ungratefulness. Sometimes you have to call out, and then Americans, it seems like you guys have a very, very small memory. Your memory only goes so far. You understand? Look at what happened 4 years ago, yeah? When this man that you elect right now, when he turned his supporters on your capital. He did it in front of the entire world. And what did you do? You turn around and you re-elect someone like that. So it seems like your memory only goes so far. But we have been there. We have stood by you. We have fought by you. We died alongside you in wars that did not concern us, in wars as well, apart from like World War I and II, in wars that we did not start, that you instigated. Iran crisis, we've been there. 2005, we've been there. 9/11, we've been there. When 9/11 happened and your plane could not land, we allow your planes to come into our airspace, even though it was dangerous for us. We allow your flights into our airspace. Canadians opened their homes and welcomed American passengers, strangers that they did not know, but geography made us neighbors, and we extended the neighborly hand to you. A musical was made on the hospitality of the Canadians. And this is how you turn around and treat us. It is time for us to cut the ties. As someone said to me, it is time for us to diversify our economy. It is time for us to stop depending on America, because America is no longer dependable. And they show us that. We need to move on from relying heavily on America. America do not view us as the same way and hold us in the same esteem as we do them. It's time for us to move on from you.
Canada has critical minerals, reliable and affordable energy, stable democratic institutions, shared values, and the natural resources you need. Canada has the ingredients necessary to build a booming and secure partnership for the North American economy, and we stand at the ready to work together.
All of this is true. We have a lot of the natural resources that you need. We do. And we are a democracy that you can depend on. We are a democracy that you have depended on. We have built such strong relationships over the years. And now it takes one man who has never had a good relationship in his life. All of his marriages, he destroyed. All of his business endeavors, he destroyed. I don't understand how the American people took the economy of the country, the economy of North America, excuse me, and put it in the hands of a man who has never been successful in anything that he's done. His track record has always been a failure. So what do you think he's going to do to your economy? You haven't seen anything yet, America. This is the beginning of your downfall. This is the beginning of your downfall. This is what you have done. This is what you have created. And you go around the world and you're doing this to each and every ally of yours. What do you think will happen? Who will come to you? Who will buy from you? Who wants to trade with you? Because when you impose tariff, other countries will retaliate. And the other countries now, matter of fact, you are pushing your enemies and you're pushing your friends in the arms of your like enemies. You said that China is your enemy, and you are pushing everyone to China. This is the beginning of your downfall. So if you sit there with your pride and your arrogance, and you think, oh man, America is so powerful. Guys, you cannot stand alone. You become isolated because the rest of the world will isolate you. And you'll be standing on an island alone all by yourself. These were not the days when you were the lone superpower. These were not the days when you were the lone economic power. The world don't really need you right now, to be honest with you, because you don't have anything to really give to the world, because China is doing it better than you. Seriously. So you don't, the world, when you really think about it, the world don't really need, and you have created this false narrative, yeah, that you are the police of the world. You go around the world and you create problems, and then you like come in and say, oh, we can come in and like clean it up. We defend the world. This is all propaganda. This is how you brainwash the world. But the world is seeing you now. They don't need you anymore.
Let's take a moment to talk about our shared border. Our border is already safe and secure, but there's always more work to do. Less than 1% of fentanyl, less than 1% of illegal crossings into the United States come from Canada. But hearing concerns from both Canadians and Americans, including the American president himself, we're taking action. We launched a $1.3 billion border plan that is already showing results, because we too are devastated by the scourge that is fentanyl, a drug that has torn apart communities and caused so much pain and torment for countless families across Canada, just like in the United States. A drug that we too want to see wiped from the face of this earth. A drug whose traffickers must be punished. As neighbors, we must work collaboratively to fix this. Unfortunately, the actions taken today by the White House split us apart instead of bringing us together.
Well, I spoke in a previous videos and I said back in the day, we used to cross the northern border with our driver's license. There have been places in Canada and America where the dividing line is the road. One side is Canada, one side in America. People that live in those neighborhoods just walk across, go shop in America, come shop in Canada, back and forth. Yes, when 9/11 happened, security was like tightened, and a lot of those like privileges was lost. Understandable. But our border has always been safe and secure. You don't see people coming and crossing the like border, coming into Canada, crossing, because it's difficult for them to even get visas to like come to Canada. Your southern border is porous. Yeah, what our Prime Minister says, less than 1% of fentanyl cross our border into America. You have fentanyl problems over there. We have fentanyl problems here. But for you to sit there, isolate yourself, build walls and isolate yourself. Go ahead. No one cares. So for Trump to say that the tariff is in place because our border is weak on fentanyl, and it's a lie. And Americans, you guys got to stop believing what politicians tell you. You guys got to do your research. You guys got to read, and you guys got to see what's happening and understand what's happening. Don't let people feed you lies and you suck it up and you believe it. You become you become easily manipulated. And this guy that you have in power, he's a manipulator. He's a propagandist. And he's taking it on a dark path.
Tonight, I am announcing Canada will be responding to the U.S. trade action with 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods. This will include immediate tariffs on $30 billion worth of goods as of Tuesday, followed by further tariffs on $125 billion worth of American products in 21 days' time to allow Canadian companies and supply chains to seek to find alternatives. Like the American tariffs, our response will also be far-reaching and include everyday items such as American beer, wine, and bourbon, fruits and fruit juices, including orange juice, along with vegetables, perfume, clothing, and shoes. It'll include major consumer products like household appliances, furniture, and sports equipment, and materials like lumber and plastics, along with much, much more. And as part of our response, we are considering, with the provinces and territories, several non-tariff measures, including some relating to critical minerals, energy, procurement, and other partnerships. We will stand strong for Canada. We will stand strong to ensure our countries continue to be the best neighbors in the world.
I did this video, guys, because like I keep saying, on our channel, we advocate Africa, yeah? And these are the things that make Africa attractive now. These are the things that we have to look to and know that, yeah, some things are about to hit the fans. And it's time for us to go. I keep saying that. We have to be in the forefront because others, other people are going to start looking to Africa for business opportunities. Others are going to start looking to Africa for business opportunities. We can't let them beat us to it. We are black and we're supposed to be in the forefront. I mean, they have already started, but now, guys, they're going to be going in droves. Because when they realize that the North American market is crashing, the empire that's dominated the world is crumbling. The American empire is crumbling, it's burning by in the hands of Americans. So they're going to start looking to other places and they're going to run to Africa. That's where they're going to go, guys, to Africa. So if we want to sit down and we don't want to get up and we don't want to get up front and we don't want to invest in Africa, it is our fault because they are coming. What you see happening now, they are coming to Africa. We have to be in the forefront so that we can benefit from what rightfully is our inheritance. Thank you for watching. Peace and love. Don't forget, guys, to subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, leave a comment, guys. Let me know how you feel in the comment section. I know that I have a lot of American viewers. Most of my viewers come from America, but truth needs to be spoken. Truth needs to be told. It is time for us to start looking to Africa. America has not done you well, Black Americans. America has not benefited you in the way that you are not benefiting from what our ancestors labored and built. There are barriers in place that stop you from enjoying economic freedom, from even enjoying security and freedom in America. We have to look to Africa. And we must be in the forefront as Black people. We must be in the forefront, guys. This is a long video, but this video had to be done. I hope you understand, guys. Get on board. Leave a comment, guys. Let's talk in the comment section. Peace and love. Until next time. Continue sharing with me. Bye for now.